Fanfare fitting for heroes. The guests of honor are veterans on their way to Washington, D.C. with the Honor Flight Organization. It's a free trip for citizens who serve their country. But there is another hero in the crowd this trip. Drew Walker is not a veteran. He is an ordinary Oklahoman who gave an extraordinary gift which changed the lives of two men. It began at an air show last summer, featuring a World War II bomber, Fifi, the B-29 Superfortress.
My daughter and my grandson Ben and I had gone down to see the B-29 Fifi. She had come back into town. As usual, I was just blowing off steam at a tremendous rate about all the things that I knew and liked about that old plane. And we were talking about the bomb bays and the remote firing turrets and the pressurized cabin.
I had a little free time and I went by there to look at it and get some pictures. Albert he went through the plane and checked it out, and then he was out front telling war stories to another veteran, and it just really caught my attention, and I listened for a while.
He was hanging on every word, and I thought, well, he's just getting some free information. Maybe he won't hear it from somebody else. So I just kept on going.
He kind of attributed that plane to almost saving his life, basically.
It was 1945. Albert Wheeler Jr. was a turret gunner. He and his brother were preparing to ship out to the Pacific when a B-29 bomber, not Fifi, but the legendary Enola Gay, dropped the atomic bomb and ended World War II. It changed the fate of the two brothers, possibly saving their lives. Drew Walker, an aviation enthusiast and a system operator at OG&E's Transmission Control Center, on a whim bought a ticket for a commemorative flight on the old aircraft, a $600 seat. Drew handed over his ticket to a hero.
There was one seat left and asked him if he'd like to go fly on it.
I still couldn't believe it, and he was just so nonchalant and polite about it. I still couldn't quite understand how someone would commit themselves to spending that kind of money on a total stranger.
The first thing he said was, there's so many more people that probably deserve that more than me, and that just said a lot about his character and, very humble.
And the story for Albert and Drew doesn't end there. You see, the Sunday paper ran an article about Drew's generosity, and the folks at Honor Flight took notice. Veterans like Albert Wheeler Jr. normally wait months for a chance to tour Washington with the organization, but Honor Flight was so impressed with the retired sailor that they booked a flight for Albert right away. And guess who Albert took with him? The kind-hearted stranger who had given up his seat on the B-29.
To spend a day with the greatest generation, basically, and pay respect and pay honor to them was amazing.
I guess it all started with somebody overhearing an old windbag going on and being that kind of a guy he was. Yeah. Anybody else would probably say, "Ooh, I can't wait to get out of here." But Drew is not that kind of a guy. And that's a stripe for each term of enlistment.
Albert and Drew joined 100 other Oklahoma veterans in the nation's capital last October. They toured Arlington National Cemetery, the World War II Memorial, and watched the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
It made it seem so much more real. I mean, it's one thing to look at a memorial, but it's totally different whenever the men then the reason that memorial is there is because we had people go over there and fight for our freedom.
In all my years, this is a first for me. I have never seen any of these memorials until today.
It was the trip of a lifetime for two friends who've started up a new friendship they expect will last a lifetime.
Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, Drew Walker. You are a shining representative of the OGE values of public service and respect. Congratulations to you for earning a 2012 Positive Energy Together Award.